Hello, everybody. Natalie coming to live. This time, still Spirit and Coffee, but I wanted to get on here. Don't even know if my listeners are still out there because it's been such a long time since I've got on here. And that was kind of the common theme that was happening throughout, constantly saying, well, it's been a while. And I'm getting on here to say that things have shifted, pretty much the same, but a lot better. So, as you may or may not know, I took the journey of getting my master's program, going through a master's program in consciousness and transformative studies. And throughout that time, sort of reinvented myself, had to go through a lot of spiritual deaths, a lot of growing and uncomfortable things. And that's part of the process of being a spiritual alchemist. And as you guys know, or those who have been a part of my show for a very long time, if you're even listening to the podcast anymore, is that life is challenging and it's never easy. There's always twists and turns and new ways to approach life. And that is why spiritual alchemy is my elixir. That's what I use, because it doesn't discard anything. It honors all of the darkness, all of the shadow, but it also provides insight on how to move through it and to continue to grow even in your darkest hours or darkest moments. In that, I mean, I went through a whirlwind of crazy and I learned a lot about myself, which is also, the journey of an alchemist is really getting to know you as yourself. Like, who are you? What is your elixir? How do you move forward? And so in that, I met some amazing people, excuse me, throughout the journey, and found I had been wanting to partner with somebody for the longest time, and I just couldn't get it right. Couldn't find the right partner. Tried to, didn't work. And the reason why is because this work doesn't get done alone. It can't get done alone, You need a community of individuals to help you move through it, move with it. Sorry, ate some chili and now my throat is messed up. Okay, so finding a community of individuals. And in my program, I found some amazing people. And I found one in particular who has the same vision and is ready to partner. And I'm really excited. We've built all the infrastructure needed to be successful. And therefore, these podcasts will start again. But, it's not just going to be me anymore, which is not how I ever really wanted it. It did serve its purpose when Spirit and Coffee was on its own. But now it's going to be Women of Consciousness. And we've collaborated to bring this beautiful company together, provide more insight, also different points of view. And then we're going to have guests come on now. So it's sort of grown, morphed into something. I didn't want to leave Spirit and Coffee forever. As you may or may not know, like right now, I have no listeners on here, right? It's just me sort of just babble, talking to myself in a way. But hopefully, the individuals who were once a part of this will see that I didn't go away forever. I went away for my own personal healing, which needed to happen. Because as a spiritual alchemist, I have little to share if I'm not doing the work myself. And I always say that, I used to say it and I'll say it again and I'll always say it is you don't necessarily want to follow anybody. You want to follow your own divine purpose. And that's not always easy. Now we look to people to help us kind of get some insight as which direction we might go. But ultimately, it's your choice on how you want to approach your life and move forward. And that's what's important is what are you doing to move your life forward in what direction and what are you facing that's uncomfortable and are you going through it? Are you in the same place that you were before? If you saw the evolution of Spirit and Coffee, it's not in the same place and I never wanted it to be. It's evolved into something else and that's beautiful. But the underlying principles of spiritual alchemy are still there. It's just that now it's growing, and that's what's important, is there growth and the potential for growth in your vision, and where is it going. So get to share the beautiful vision that I have and hopefully be able to expand it, share it with community. I learned a lot of different concepts, in the program to share. Also, the beauty of it is that, my business partner, has a very different view on a lot of different things, which is awesome. It's all alchemy. And she's able to share her insight that may resonate with some of the listeners that I've had before. So I highly hope that people will eventually get on here again. It was a morning podcast, so most of my listeners wouldn't even be listening at this time anyway. but still, hopefully people out there are starting to understand and be aware that the podcast has grown, it's changed, it's shifted, but it has, the underlying principles are the same. And that's the beauty of alchemy, is that your principles will stay the same, but things change. So you have a foundation for change to happen, and hopefully that change is for the expansion of vision, the expansion of the life that you want to live in, and your divine purpose. That's what I started it for anyway, because it was all about love. So what started as a book reading into a podcast, into something even greater, a partnership, which is what I was looking for really at the end of the day, someone I can really partner with. And I did find it. And it's really awesome. It's really quite exciting to be able to work with an individual who sees kind of the same vision as you, maybe enhances it, and also grows and teaches me more about myself as well, and how to expand. So the more the merrier, right? If you have more individuals supporting. Super excited. So Women of Consciousness, based on the principles of alchemy and the symbol, we can go over why the yin yang, and such a powerful symbol, because really it's about restoration of the sacred feminine and masculine, and coming to some kind of harmony within ourselves with those two energy forces, as well as within our own partnerships if we're with somebody, and how do we balance those out within ourselves so we can have harmony within all our relationships. So super excited again. See no listeners on here, but hopefully you guys get on here. Hopefully someone's out there is listening. I really miss getting on here and engaging, possibly doing some call-ins and stuff like that, to get people to call in and maybe ask some questions, and see what kind of maybe coaching we can do on the spot, impromptu stuff, which would be really fun. So I'm excited to get started. We also may be offering some trainings. Those might be cost a little bit of money, but they're going to be powerful trainings for focus groups that are focused on particular concepts and practices to live throughout your life. So I love you guys. Have a fantastical day. And I might just pop in here every once in a while just to say hello, maybe get on in the morning or whatnot. Hopefully individuals will show up. And I plan to maybe do some live videos on Women of Consciousness. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and we will be getting a website up and running pretty soon, because we will be doing consulting. That's part of the business, is the consulting. Of course, these podcasts are always going to, in terms of the live ones, will be free for everybody to engage and enjoy. So there you have it. Love you. Have a fantastical day, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.